The game changer in rail transport dynamics is moving fast ahead. RVNL is partnering India's progress in creating infrastructure. On 15th of August 2002, in his Independence Day speech addressed to the nation from the ramparts of Red Fort, the then Honorable Prime Minister and Bharat Ratna, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, announced a visionary initiative called the National Rail Vikas Yojana to bridge the rail infrastructure deficit in the country. To implement this path-breaking initiative, government set up Rail Vikas Nigam Limited as an umbrella SPV to support accelerated execution of railway projects and strengthening India's vast railway infrastructure network. Thus began the journey of Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. Incorporated as a PSU in the year 2003, a sting of success followed and the company was granted Navratna status within 18 years of operations. RVNL has achieved a rare feat of getting excellent rating for the last 13 consecutive years from Department of Public Enterprises and has ranked number 1 among railway PSEs 8 times out of the last 10 years. As on March 31st, 2024, RVNL has executed more than 16,500 kilometers of total project length, owing to its dedication and relentless commitment to efficiency with a lean workforce spread across 30 project implementation units in the country. The achievements include 615 kilometers of new lines, 6,187 kilometers of doubling works, 2,120 kilometers of gauge conversions, 7,317 kilometers of railway electrification, 85 kilometers metropolitan transport project works, 19 turnkey workshop project, 1 cable-stayed bridge, and 17 other projects. It is said that great companies last and sustain during the toughest times. During the COVID pandemic, when the world came to standstill, RVNL worked with a strategic approach and managed to outperform itself and was able to deliver positive and all-time high earnings and executed several projects. Today, the profit of the company has risen to rupees 1,463 crores in the year 23-24. Another unique achievement of RVNL is the public-private partnership route that RVNL took to form 5 SPVs in collaboration with the private companies, PSUs and state governments to ensure easier port connectivity and industry connectivity. These SPVs have commissioned the total 932 kilometers of lines, and through these lines, Indian Railways has generated revenue of rupees 1,13,000 crore without any additional investment. RVNL has always stood firm on 3 core pillars, namely quality, speed, and transparency, consistently delivering faster, reliable, and inclusive infrastructure for the country. Some of the other notable accomplishments of RVNL over the past few years include the Indian Railway Institute of Financial Management, a center of excellence commissioned by RVNL to provide world-class training to the future officers of Indian Railways. The Marathwada Rail Coach Factory, a project undertaken by RVNL, is another example of great achievement that was commissioned in the year 2020. This factory has a production capacity of 250 MEMU coaches per annum. Further, the construction of the 4-lane cable-stayed bridge over the busy Bardhaman Yard, which was completed in record 197 days, is another example of RVNL's great technical and managerial feat. The Vallarpadam Adapalli project is another telling example. The 4.06 kilometer long bridge construction in the backwater of Cochin has been accomplished in 28 months. It is an acknowledged fact that infrastructure projects form an integral place in India's modern heritage. A landmark engineering marvel in the making is the new Pamban Bridge. With vertical lift facilities, it is one of the first in the country. Once commissioned, the bridge will collect the pilgrims to the iconic Rameshwaram temple. Similarly, the Rishikesh Karnaprayag project is being executed at a great pace. This project involves construction of tunnels in the most challenging Himalayan geography. In this project, for the first time, tunnel boring machine is being used in the most difficult geological terrain. During 23-24, 60 kilometers of tunneling was executed in this project. The pace and quality of construction is at par with any international project. And once completed, it will ensure rail connectivity to the higher reaches of Uttarakhand. Out of 210 km of the project length, 160 km tunneling works have been completed by the end of March 2024. RVNL has been able to get first international project in Maldives, amounting 1,369 crore rupees. Another enduring feature of RVNL is its social responsibility initiatives through CSR. During the financial year 23-24, the company spent 26 crores on CSR with active contributions toward health, education and sanitation. Since inception, RVNL has played a significant role in development of India's rail infrastructure, and it is in line with Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's grand vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat to drive India's diverse transport infrastructure as the best in the world. RVNL expanded its horizons from only railway projects to all infra projects, especially metro projects, bridge projects, highways, ports, etc. RVNL has reformed, performed, and now transforming from local rail infra to global all infra, and is all set to create new benchmarks with new forays in the metro construction projects, NHAI projects in development of multi-modal logistic parks, and many more projects from idea to reality. RVNL. In us, you trust.